This is the biggest disclaimer we're gonna have on this show. I would just like everybody to know right up front, right now, that this is complete parody. Everything that you will hear on the following show is 100% fun and parody. So please, don't think that anything is serious.
You're listening to the Beer Craft Beer and Brewing Podcast. Tune in every Wednesday night at 6:30 Pacific for a dose of beer and brewing banter with your hosts, Ben Holm and Andrew Ziegler.
So hop aboard for some wit and wisdom in the Pacific Northwest, because it's always beer 30 on
The Beer Craft. Welcome back to the Beer Craft. I'm Ben, and with me, as always, is Andrew.
Oh, here I am.
All right.
Sounding good like normal.
Hell yeah. Hey, we're back in the studio this week. We've got a special guest.
We do.
We're going to bring him on. He's
Mark Lutz is one of my buddies from a long time ago.
Yeah, we're going to bring him on here in a second. But before we do any of that, there is a critical piece of information that we absolutely cannot neglect. I mean, it's like gravity.
You know what time it is.
It's
Beer 30.
Andrew, I am thirsty.
I'm thirsty too. It's been a minute.
Mark, are you thirsty?
I am always thirsty.
That's a good way to be.
Welcome to Beer 30, Mark.
It's great to be here.
It's good to be here.
I think
now,
to be a brewer, it must be something about an insatiable thirst.
That's right. You have to be drinking all the time. All right. Speaking of beer and Beer 30, did you bring us a beer to try?
I did.
right.
In fact.
I think this is why you're here to talk about this beer, right?
Right.
All right. So should we save that one for later and wet our whistles on something else, or do we jump right into it? Yeah. Sounds like
what do we got here?
Well, I've got an amber Czech lager from Mr. Mike Martucci.
Okay.
Longtime friend of mine. His lager program is pretty good. I'm going to pop the top on.
I would wonder what the IBUs of both of those were. Is yours hopped?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see. I'm gonna let you pour because you know me.
I do.
I just make messes.
Ben doesn't pour because he has no.
and as you spill the fucking beer,
no depth perception. He's a one eye. He's got a patch over his eye.
Oh, Mike, I'm opening your beer here right now, and it is qualifying in the amber front. It is very pretty, very excellent clarity. I think I've had this one in the fridge for a couple months, and I just so I've been lagering it, right? Cold storage and all.
Right. Amber ale, Czech lager, amber Czech lager.
That
Sorry.
smells good. Nice malt.
The torch?
The Tooch.
The Tooch.
That's what I call him, because I can't spell his last name.
Got it.
Okay. It just sounds fun.
Got some good malty aroma from that.
But not too sweet.
Not a sweet smell, no. That's good.
Tasty.
Now, is this all grain or
All grain, yeah.
All grain?
Oh, damn.
It's good.
That's got a very cool sort of like a nutty marzipan-y kind of richness to it.
Yep.
Without being almond, which would make me think of some other chemical we don't generally want in our beer, but it's just that kind of nutty richness. Really tasty.
It does taste good.
I'm trying to put my finger on it.
Amber Czech. You know, usually a Czech lager is a little bit of the amber. I mean, normally, right? Normally in style. I didn't have a chance to pull this up in style, but
Yeah. Neither did I. I mean, I grabbed it 2 minutes ago out of the 10 minutes ago out of the fridge.
right. What do you think, Mark? Are you
I
a
like
lager
it.
drinker?
I am, and it has a really, really smooth finish. So there's no after finish to it. It cuts.
Yeah. It says hello and then F's off again. Yeah.
Yep.
Makes room for
And bring me
another
back
sip.
some more.
Yeah.
Yes,
Bring
exactly.
your friends next time. That's it. Yeah. We'll drink all of this.
I can dig it. Oh, we have plenty of beer. We have this, and Mark, you brought one of your beers, right?
Yeah, I did.
What's it called?
Well, it's a pear pale ale,
Yeah.
and we're going to talk about that.
Cool.
And how it got to be.
Nice. Very cool.
Now you have an acronym for this one, right?
Well, at one point it was called Papa Beer, which was a pear ale, apple pale ale, and so I quit putting the apples in it and so we'll
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about
cool.
how
No spoilers, damn it.
Right,
No
right,
spoilers.
right.
Well, I do
So
have.
Mark and I have known each other for, golly, man,
like 18, 20
18 years. Yeah, we worked together. And always talked about brewing beer, and always talked about this. And I remember bringing my beer to TTF. Do you remember that?
Very cool.
And so it'll be good. It'll be good to talk about more.
Well,
of
I'm
it.
looking forward to deep diving into that. There is some interesting developments in our little podcast land. This actually might be the last episode of the Beer Craft
Maybe.
Beer and Brewing Podcast.
The last one.
Yeah. I mean, we'll keep doing
Are we
something,
gonna-
but we might have to change the fucking name.
Are we setting sail? Are we setting sail on the Beer Craft?
Well, I got a letter from. It was a polite letter from the Craft Beer and Brewing magazine.
Yeah, a polite
Like,
letter.
oh, cool. Like they're
What did the letter say?
like we saw your podcast, and I'm like,
We
wow,
really
this
liked
is-
it.
I'm
We're
really
gonna support,
excited now.
We're going to support you 100%.
Yeah,
No.
we're gonna sponsor you.
No, your shit is too close to ours. Please stop.
Please stop talking about
Or
homebrewing
stop-
beer.
No, but like change your name.
Please
Like,
stop about talking about
Yeah,
it.
like bravo for being on the same topic.
We're not a magazine.
but
you know what?
yeah,
You know what that means?
Yeah, they're afraid. We must be
we
doing
made
something.
it.
We must be doing something right.
We made it finally.
Yeah, yeah.
Ben, we've almost been doing this a year. I mean, we've been doing this a year now, I think. It's pretty
October, something in October
Yep.
of last year was our first episode.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So this is our 47th episode right now.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Yep. So we're getting close to the 52 mark, and we already got our cease and
And
desist
we got a
letter.
cease and desist in under a year. Yeah,
This is amazing. Thank you. Bleep magazine.
So I'm thinking for like next week's episode, I might call it "Not Fucking Craft Beer and Brewing Magazine, you corporate swine dog pigs," or something
There we
to
go.
that effect.
There
I
you
do
go.
want
I
to
will-
poke the bear a little bit.
I will.
It's a
I will
fucking
work
hobby
on.
of mine.
I will work on a good one-fingered solution. Okay.
yeah. I feel like it needs something.
Yeah. We can really have fun with this.
I'm surprised every
bo-
company with beer in their name hasn't come after you.
Yeah, no doubt. Oh, my gosh. Why didn't Budweiser beer come after us?
I did a search for the number of just a random podcast search with craft beer in the name, and it's a fucking laundry list of shit.
It is. It is. And a lot of them are I mean, okay. It's a lot of work to make a podcast, and I commend these podcasters that go out to this brewery and that brewery and give a review, and then they go out on site and they're doing it a lot. I get that. That's amazing. That's wonderful. But it's really not what we do. We do something completely different here.
We're doing our thing. It's definitely our brand of bullshit for sure. I think it's I'm a on one hand, I can see like trademark law and I understand how it works, and I get it. It's up to you to defend your trademark. Otherwise, somebody's going to potentially
Wait a
dilute
minute.
your brand.
They trademarked craft beer.
So in the totality of their name, they cannot
Nope.
trademark craft beer, but the Craft Beer and Brewing magazine and its associated media.
Okay. So now we're looking at
Yeah, it's a
and
new,
brewing.
It's and brewing, and some of the claims were like, I don't know if it was deliberate, but it certainly appears that way. I'm like, well, of course it was deliberate. I'm the guy who wrote the goddamn thing. Yeah, I deliberately pushed all the fucking keys in the right order to spell that shit out. So kind of a little bit of a dig right there. Wasn't super happy to read that line. Yeah, we're all talking about the same thing. How many different ways can you fucking say that? I think the emphasis, the beer craft, our emphasis is on making beer, and theirs is on other people's beer. Yes, they have some and brewing, and they're doing recipes, and they've got classes and media and stuff, and good for them. Good for them. We must be doing something right.
Original Craft Beer Club.
Yeah, dude, there's a ton of stuff that says craft beer and brew.
The hops that built craft beer.
Yeah.
There's so many of them.
Yeah, it's a lower duckles.
But now it's probably because we say and Brewing.
Yeah.
We can stop saying that.
The Beer Craft Podcast.
Correct.
Oh, I like that.
Not a Beer Craft magazine. Fuck you. Well, and so my inclusion of and Brewing in the title is because in podcast land, your title is searchable, and so it better say and your name is searchable.
And that is actually how I find our podcast on Spotify. I had to type in the Beer Craft Beer and Brewing.
And that is the only way. So I wanted to make sure that the title conveys the totality of the show, so that it's not vague and ambiguous of what this kind of thing is. And yeah, apparently the Megacorp craft beer magazine said you shouldn't do that. It's
Craft beer.
I don't need
Craft Beer and Brewing.
Yeah. I know, like
They do
the
a
beer
podcast?
craft it sounds a different emphasis than craft beer. Yes, they have a podcast.
They do?
Yeah, they do.
Oh my God. Really?
Yeah, and it's not just a magazine and podcast, right? Because then it's Associated Media for their trademark, and they're allowed to do that, and that's fine. Motherfuckers. Yeah, so we'll see. We're gonna fucking do something out.
Ben, it was only because we included
really
and Brewing
feel?
in there.
Yeah.
Only reason.
But it's but did they use did they use an ampersand? We use
Yeah,
an
they do.
ampersand. Okay,
Yeah.
we will have to. I will come up with a new punctuation mark. Maybe I'll make one up if I have to. Guys.
Beer and Brewing.
Yeah, I won't. I'll all
The
one
beer
word.
craft.
It'll all be one word, like you're drunk.
No,
like you're
okay.
just
Or
slurring.
just at the end,
It's
not
beer
the
craft,
magazine.
yeah.
Right, not the magazine.
Not
This
a
is
magazine. Yeah.
Homebrew.
Not a magazine yet. How about that? Yeah. Well, yeah. So this is actually
Beer Craft Homebrew.
This is the second title to the show. Like originally launched last year, October with the Hot Break, which
Yep.
I've been using as a
Yeah.
newsletter, and then it turns out somebody else had that as a.
That's
podcast.
legit, though.
Yeah.
I can see that. That's really legit. I mean, you did your research. You found out that there was somebody else that had something that was the Hot Break. So
But
yeah,
didn't
we couldn't
do
use that.
deliberately identical. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
so
we're not trying to rip anybody off.
yeah, we need like a suck it. Like the Suck It Porter. Remember the Suck It Porter from Georgetown? Used to be 9 Pound Hammer, but then they got sued for trademark violation. So they renamed it Suck It Porter. And I'm like, we need a title like that. God damn it!
Suck it, Beer Craft magazine.
Suck it.
B-Crab Mag. Suck it. I don't know, man.
Yeah, dumb. I also got.
Who owns the craft beer?
I don't know. They sound
and
like
Brewing
dickheads,
magazine?
So. I'm not sure. I don't want to besmirch them, but they sound like dickheads.
Well, if they sent us a friendly letter,
Certainly, I didn't get a letter
who
from
is
the
this?
owner.
This is like the beer industry. I mean, this is a community, and they're sending us this because what?
Yeah.
What are they losing?
Well, at the same time, so every brewery that ever got sued for having the same name, all that ever did was drive traffic to the little guy.
Yep.
So
That's right.
There's no such thing as bad
Bring
PR,
it,
man.
bring it on. I want headlines.
Yeah,
I want headlines.
I want to be like.
You better put me in your magazine.
Watching
and
a
say,
beer blog.
These
if you're out
guys
there
are
listening
taking
like
our
this.
name.
Yeah. Be like,
I want this shit exposed.
they're being dicks. They're being really polite dicks, though. They're not being dicks. Like the letter was not prickish. I'm just pissed.
Man, you gotta
this is the
fire your
first
episode
letter.
to guest
Yeah,
on
this
there,
is,
Mark.
yeah. Oh, I'm sure. So
This is the nice letter.
this was the friendliest way we could say this. Next time, our lawyer with Esquire in his name is going to be saying something completely different. Yeah, there will be numbers attached to it. I'm sure.
We are gonna sue you for $1
again,
million because
wanna-
of your podcast.
I kind of want to make them hemorrhage some money on their fucking attorney too. Like,
Hell yeah, why not? What are they gonna do to us?
yeah, like I got fucking 500 listeners in like a month, maybe. Like, fuck off.
And I'm just a jamoke.
And I guarantee none of them are confused about what fucking show they're on.
Right.
Okay.
And this is not a business, right? We don't have a business. We're not making money.
Yeah. Oh no, we got paid.
Again.
We will get paid. We will get paid 95 cents, I think, at the end. Well, it should be coming soon.
Oh shit! They're gonna take that from us.
Or 95 fucking cent.
They're gonna take our first dollar from us.
Right, you can't hang it on the wall
Some of
anymore.
our ad. And what's not even a full fucking dollar.
They're gonna demand it. It's gonna be part of this settlement. You have to surrender.
PayPal's gonna take a cut
George
of that
Washington.
95 fucking cent. I'm gonna have to report on my goddamn taxes. Like, I'm gonna end up owing the government 37 cents for making a fucking dollar.
Oh my God.
There's my 63-cent wall hanging.
Jesus.
Worth $1 if I resell it.
Like, this could be a whole fucking show right here, just bitching.
I think it is.
No, we have a guest, and it's good.
Oh,
we have beer.
You
I'm having
arrived for
fun
a
so far,
you're guesting on a really good
You're
show.
the high and low point of this show. Okay.
Oh, Well, you know, I know Andrew and I
this beer
saw
must
each
be
other Saturday night, and he told me about this, and we had a few beers, and imagine that, and
Shocker.
yeah, shocker, and we had some kind words, not so kind words to say about all of it.
Where were you consuming at?
We were at Tony V's garage in Everett.
Tony V's is like a place called
band.
Tony Vo. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
yeah.
It's his,
Band,
it's his
a band venue.
Yeah, it's a
Live-
local dive
live
bar,
music.
live
Yep.
music, rock shows, and he has all kinds of genre go through there.
Right, yeah. I think they got live music 4 or 5 nights a week.
You know that I don't know. At least 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. We saw I'm wearing a shirt right now. The Total Metal Recall.
Yeah.
Dope.
The battle.
I
Give a
like
little
the,
love.
the
They're-
skull with a fucking mustache
Yep.
on it.
That's it.
right.
They play their cover band. They play 90s
80s, 90s.
80s 90s metal.
Right, the new
Amazing.
oldies.
Like Judas Priest. Judas Priest
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
dude hits the notes, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
it's got some
and
folk chords.
Yeah,
doesn't
he
it?
went all. They did Alice in Chains.
Alice in Chains,
to
yeah.
like just
Dio.
Dio, just 80s, 90s, and 2000s.
Yeah,
I
it was
think.
good.
80s
It was
metal.
good. It was
It was,
good.
it was a good show.
Nice.
Yeah, we had a good time.
It was.
And
then
any
we're going
standout beers.
Huh?
Any standout beers at this particular place?
At the show?
Oh, well, that's something to talk about.
We got we're sitting there, at the bar. And I'm like, Mark, I'm pointing. I'm like, there's a sign. It says mystery beers, $2. And I'm like, what is
Mystery
this?
beer?
What is
Oh
this?
my god!
So,
Shit, you
so we
know.
asked the hottie bartender, and she's like, and oh, that's our music.
Yeah.
Sorry. So he asked the hottie bartender, what is this mystery beer? She's like, oh, it's just a mystery beer. Mark, all of a sudden, he's like, that's my next beer. She's like, okay, cool. And we go in and we drink our beer, and we're drinking a beer probably about the same, I finished it
yeah.
about the same as him. So I come back to the bar, and I see he's got the bartender's already got this bucket of
She pulls
beers.
out a bucket, and they're all wrapped in aluminum foil.
Yeah, in tinfoil.
And she wasn't
like
kidding.
a burrito.
Yeah, exactly like
She
a burrito.
and she goes, I don't know what these are, but she goes, these might be ciders.
She goes,
That's
"Oh,
false
you don't know."
advertising.
That's why they're a mystery. She wouldn't tell me what they were until
Right.
she unwrapped them, and once she unwraps them, she's
You're
giving them to
She's
you.
already, you've already
cheers.
fucking paid for it.
You guys, yeah. And I was like, well, $2 is like, I'm doing this.
$2, yeah.
yeah.
No matter if
game now.
it's PBR.
And I
or-
said, is it expired date? What's going on with this? I don't know. It's a mystery, right? So that was the fun thing about it. And
What'd you get?
we got 2 ciders.
Mystery beer that isn't even fucking beer. Right.
What part of this is beer, right?
We're both sitting there going, oh my gosh, because we had already been drinking beer.
Man, the acetaldehyde levels on this fucking beer are amazingly
I
terrible.
don't have any hops taste in mine. What's going on?
So acidic.
Oops.
Yeah, but
So that was fun.
$2.
Yeah,
That was fun.
Yeah, so they have like not very many, about 4 or 5 maybe beers on tap, and so Rainier. It's a kind of bar that Rainier beers sell a lot of, right?
Hoorah.
Hoorah! And so I said, oh well, I'll take a Space Dust. She goes, oh, she grabs a Crown Royal bag and puts it over like a sock, like a condom over the tap.
Yep.
She goes,
I'd
oh, that one's out. And I was
I'd-
like, come on, Robin,
Killing me.
I'd
First
already-
you give me fucking cider for my mystery beer. Now you're fucking covering the Space Dust with a Crown Royal bag. Do you have any fucking Crown Royal? Goddamn.
I had already asked her for that beer earlier.
Oh, did
She's
you?
like, she goes up there and she goes, "Do, do, 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 do." I'm like, damn.
Nothing but CO2.
She goes, that should be a new keg. And she kind of walks over here and does something and comes back. I'm like, damn. She's like, I don't know. Okay, Bodie. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't go wrong with Bodhisattva.
Yep.
Yeah, but
That's
then
what-
they had this. Then they had this other one, the garage beer.
Oh yeah. So
And
I've been
I don't
drinking
know.
that.
I don't know who makes that. It's
don't either.
It's a light beer, 4.5%.
Yeah.
16-ounce can. It's kind of like pub beer, that,
Right.
that
Yeah, exactly.
10 Barrel makes. Something like that. Garage beer. I can't remember where it was made. I think back east somewhere.
Who knows? But it just all of a sudden appeared, and you're like, okay, I can drink those and drive home. You know?
Right. Yeah.
Operate heavy machinery.
Operate every machinery.
Pretty much water.
Hey, this tastes like canoe sex. What? Yeah, it's fucking near water. Okay.
Right. Close to water.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, all right.
Well, shit, I am out of beer,
I am.
Mark.
So
Mark,
let's
you
wrap.
have a cure for that,
Let's
don't you?
wrap up this beer 30 here.
Oh, yeah, we're still on beer 30.
Yeah.
All right, we'll
And
take
we're gonna-
5.
and we're gonna take
come right
5
back
and
talk
bring
more
another
some
beer and talk about this new beer that Mark brought.
Awesome. Sweet. See you soon.
All right.
Take a break. Okay.
Later.
Hit the head, goddammit. Cheers.
In the craft beer system, the people are served by two equally important groups: the brewers who make the beer and the bartenders who serve the pints. These are their stories, presented by Northwest Brewers Supply. A man steps out of a well-used Mazda pickup with a homebrewed bottle of red wine. The voice of an "I am a Walla Walla red wine woman" fills the air. A smile appears on the man's face as he realizes he's one step closer to his own Walla Walla red wine woman. Whoa, man. All thanks to Northwest Brewers Supply.
All right. Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. We're
Mark,
here.
that is something you pulled out of a cooler.
You
Will you?
did. It's got an X on the top of it. Too.
Right.
It's a growler. It's a growler. It's got the standard white top with an X. It's not triple X. So
No,
the hooch level might be 1X.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's beer, 4 or 5% alcohol.
No, it's a little bit higher than that.
Okay.
A little bit.
So tell me about it.
Okay. I'll take you a little quick through the backstory. My wife, she grows these pears called Bartlett pears. And her trees, over the years, has got huge, and it produces an enormous amount of pears. Total thorn in my side because it gets in the lawn, and I'm mowing the lawn. And one day...
The fruit flies. Oh, my God.
fruit flies, everything, and we weren't really eating them because they're kind of tardy and off the branch. And even if you wait a little while, they get kind of they're mealy and they're just not that great to me. And during that time, I was growing a lot of hops because I was brewing a lot of beer. So I grew all the C's, the Cascadias, the Columbus, the Chinooks, and so forth. I had about 6 varieties of hops. So one day I'm in the backyard and I'm looking at the pear tree and I'm looking at the hops, and I'm like, man, I got to do something with those damn pears. I don't want to make wine. I'm not a wine drinker. If I am, it's not going to be that. So I made like a cobbler, like a pear cobbler, and I noticed when I chopped up the pears and I roasted them, they became really sweet, and there was a really phenomenal pear juice that flowed out of them.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, man, I need to add that to the beer, and make a beer with that. Because I was making a lot of different beers with fruit, like, a wheat beer with strawberries and fresh strawberries.
Sure.
Seasonal, like in the summertime, if I wanted a crisp beer, I'd do that. But the pears I always harvested in the fall. And in fact, just like a week ago, I harvested, and I just brewed another batch. So I had this idea that I would chop up the pears and roast them, and I'd mash them into a wort, like a side wort, while I did like a pale, almost IPA-ish type brew, with the 2-row, the Maris Otter, a little bit of crystal, and my fresh hops. And so then I would mash the beer in a big brew bag, a big cotton sack or whatever.
Yeah,
you call it.
you're brewing in a bag.
Brew in a bag.
Brew in a
product.
bag,
You're mashing, brew in a bag. Yeah.
with the drawstring, whatever, and I'd make this really beautiful wort from that juice, and I'd add that to like an adjunct to the beer.
Were you adding it like in the boil?
In the boil.
Okay.
Okay. So and there's a reason for that, because I had my experience with the fruit was that the pectins and everything. If you did it at the end, where it was almost like a dry hopping with the fruit, two things happened. And one, the pectin and would get really kind of, give you a tarty taste and kind of an aftertaste. And second, the yeast had a really struggle to consume those sugars from that fruit. And that was just my experience. So I said, well, I'm not going to do that. I want to use these damn pears, But so I started making this pear beer, and I've made it for several years. And the reason for boiling in the wort, it would kill any of the microbes that were in naturally, or any of the natural yeasts that were in those pears. And then also, the yeast didn't know the difference, so it was just always this clean, smooth after, just kind of a hint of pear. I didn't like fruit beer, so don't get me wrong, I didn't want to make a fruit beer, but I wanted to just kind of up the ante a little bit on the beer, and this was my way of doing it.
Yum.
Yeah,
Sounds good. Sounds good. Now, you were saying you're doing your mash. You were doing all grain?
No, partial mash.
Partial mash. Okay, so you have your partial mash going.
Yep, I light DME and then some grains.
Yep, and then over on the other side, you've got your pears.
Yep.
Are you heating those, or are you just macerating them and straining them?
I roast them in the oven until they start to break down, and then I'll dump them in this mash bag with a separate brew pot.
Yep. And then just
and part of the and I just let them boil, cook.
Filter the solids out later.
Oh, you're heating that up
I'm heating it up, and
Okay.
I'm letting it cook, and I bring that to a boil, pull out the bag.
as soon as it boils.
No, I let it boil about the same time, about an hour.
Okay.
And then after that, I pull out the bag, and I combine the two, and that's it. Voila.
Yeah.
And so it's the same amount. In other words, I'll measure out 5.5, 6 gallons of water to start with, and then I'll separate the two. So I'll make a two different worts, 2.5, 3 gallon worts apiece. And part of it's the pear wort, and part of it's the
Equal parts.
No, I actually favor more of just the normal, the LDME
Okay.
and the grain.
Yeah.
That'll be about 3 gallons, and the other 2.5 ish
Right.
will be the pears. So kind of más o menos.
38% of one. And
Yeah.
Okay.
And so that's it. And I have a big book of recipes, and so I would kind of just play with different recipes of that same variety over the years. Just kind of
adding pear to different beers.
Exactly. Well, different types of ales, right? Because even IPAs, and sometimes I'd be like, I'm going for the gusto, where the strong IPAs would really hide that pear more than like a pale ale would.
Yep.
Sure.
The bitterness and the hop aromas.
Yeah, and so even with the fresh hops, it was always hard to scale or manage how much of bitterness you were going to get from them. And so it was really more of, I'd also get store-bought hops, so I knew what I was getting from that. Because my fresh hops, some years, and it was just the remarkable thing about growing plants is some years they produce more, but also like my Chinook was always pretty standardized or consistent. But like my Cascade or some of the other hops, sometimes they'd be beautiful buds, and sometimes they weren't so nice,
Sometimes
depending
it'd be
on the year.
small. They'd be like little ones, and then other ones would be like 2 inches big. You're like, whoa,
Right.
that's agricultural variability.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so you didn't, you're just like, well, that's the beauty of home brewing, right? You don't really care. You're just tossing
We're gonna make some beer flavored beer. God damn it.
Yep. So
And I'm gonna drink it.
So I have to apologize. This beer is about a year old, but it's been under CO2 charged up until today.
Wow.
When I poured it in the growler.
Yeah.
CO2 charge for a year.
Yeah.
Melting.
Yeah. So
It's a lagered example.
That's
We got to be
fine.
careful pouring because it looks like it's settled out a bit.
It's settled down a bit. Those are the here.
Pear solid. You got some pear solids going on in there still, or
No, I think that's more of the
just dregs off the keg, kind of?
yeah, the bottom of the barrel kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, let's just try it and see if it's any good.
I'm sure it's gonna be good.
I mean, it looks like cider.
Yeah. Well, and it normally is a lot clearer
Yeah.
and a lot.
If it was the bottom of the keg and you had to drive up here, yeah.
Yep.
Nope. I have shaken a beer before.
Be
that
kind.
Yeah, we've had some pretty shaken beers. Yeah, get that pear in there, like a little bit of the acidity.
It's real subtle, but your hopping ratio is really good. The mouthfeel, like very drinkable, crushable kind of. It's a. This is definitely on the bitter side of pale ale.
A little bitter.
Yeah.
Now, did you fresh hop this one?
I did.
It's fresh hop.
And this is garage beer, by the way, guys.
Oh, yeah,
this
hell
is
yeah.
when I'm barbecuing. I go and draw from a tap, and I'm like, oh, what the hell?
good. Yeah.
Well, I definitely think the pear like keeps the beer like a drier finishing beer. The simple sugars from fruit, yeast are gonna have zero problems getting through those. So it's gonna give it a really kind of crisp, dry finish.
Yeah.
Tasty,
Then
very tasty.
The hops are Chinook and Cascade, or just one hop.
To be honest, I use a lot of different. Some store bought. I'll try different ones that I see. Like, ooh, that's a new name.
Right. Oh yeah. Oh, everybody's fucking. Everybody's trying to be the next fucking Citra. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
There's all sorts
Next
of
Simcoe or
cool-
whatever.
And it's usually like year 3 of availability that they'll get around to trademarking a name. Prior to that, it's all like, oh, YCH fucking 4212 blah 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 BZDDD5.
And so
Some like exciting.
It has to be a
catalog
designator. It has to be a number designator.
They
before
have
they
to
give
say
it a
something,
fancy
yeah.
name. Because they come up with so many of them. All right, I'm going to cut this one and 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 this one. I've got to name. I got to number them all. I can't name them all. Not until they come out with some character.
Right. And somebody buys it.
Yeah,
And
they
spends
like
a lot of
it.
money on it. They're like, oh, well, I'm gonna fucking call it something.
What do you
cool.
remember
And
NZ's
then I'm gonna get sued for calling it something cool because somebody else fucking took that name. Fuck you, Simcoe. No.
I think we had a malt called or a barley called NZ17.
Yeah, we did.
I think so.
Yeah, those are. Yeah, plants often have really uninteresting catalog numbers.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to
used to,
designate.
too.
Yeah, they're going to designate it until they name it, and then they're like, okay, everybody likes this. Oh, it's popular. Oh, we better give it a name rather than a designation.
Yeah, like 3470 lager yeast. That's TUM 3470 is the catalog name from like the.
Hold on.
The yeast bank.
Hold on.
Like,
Okay, I'm sorry. You're exactly right. Yeast don't give a fucking shit about names.
Yeah, they don't care.
They're just numbers.
Well, like Safe 05, like the that's the Chevette of ale.
Right. Yep.
yeah.
05 is
Blue jeans.
Yeah.
That's blue jeans. It works with everything.
It's like, right. Works with everything.
It is
But
not-
it's only the second most popular yeast.
There's no name for it. Like White Labs 001, there's no name for that either.
One. It's our first one.
Oh, hold on. Shut up!
Dog.
But like Chico, there's the strain of yeast that Sierra Nevada was using, and they named that Chico out of
That's their Chico strain.
the
And
valley,
that's 1056 and SO5 and all of those guys,
their own deep variation.
Well, yeah, I mean,
of
like
it. Yeah.
the Pac-Man strain from what is it? Rogue Brewing in Oregon.
I remember that one.
It is a heavily mutated 1056. It started because they bought it once and they've just repitched it
Oh my,
forever.
yeah.
It's like sourdough yeast, that
Yeah.
I mean, you could
have
do
for their
that. You could
breads,
do that, but you need a laboratory. You need laboratory, and you need technicians
Or you're just going to accept
Scientists
the
in there.
huge variation that comes downstream, because
I know some
technicians
breweries
are a
just-
thing because it is an art form
It
to
is.
harvest yeast
Yep.
appropriately.
Yes.
Buck it
Right. I
up
mean, how many
and-
times can you reuse it? 3-4 times?
I
maybe?
think commercially they're on average 10 generations, and it's the 3rd through the 7th that are the really good ones.
I use mine up to 9 or 10 times.
Did you really?
Yeah, in Mexico. Yeah.
But you can fuck it up.
And I
really
didn't have
easy, too.
I didn't have a technician. I didn't have a lab. I didn't have anybody that was paying attention to much more than I taught my
So
brewer.
there's no quality control.
In my brewery in Mexico, I didn't know, it was so tiny. I didn't have a lab.
Yeah, I drank every one of the fucking beers that came out of the goddamn.
I taught Miguel how to do this. I'm like, Miguel, this is what you do. When you fill the kegs, you add the yeast cake. You go halfway into the yeast cake with my stainless steel. You got to make sure that fucker's sanitized, and then you pull out for your new yeast and you make a new starter.
Yeah,
with your wort that you're making.
If you harvest early flocculators, you can harvest late flocculators, and you end up with hazy fucking beers. Early flocculators that don't finish out. There's ways to fuck it up.
I think I could say that I do not recall an instance where that process caused a bad beer. Right. There was other things that caused bad beer, like my chiller,
Other things to pinpoint it.
Yeah. There's plenty of things.
It won't just blame Miguel.
No, that's not Miguel's fault. That's just process. That's just process. Miguel did everything perfect, and I can't believe that time after time after time after brew after brew after brew we're pitching this yeast and we're using it, and I'm like, tastes good still. Yep. Yeah. We'll do it.
How much did you go through when you in that Mexico operation you had?
We brewed 30 gallons a week.
Wow.
So yeah.
And
so small, but
what was the turnaround when you brewed? How long until you put them on?
1 week.
Really,
dude?
You were serving it up
1 week from the brew day. Yep.
No kidding.
Yeah.
How did you get away with that?
What do you mean? I had to. I had to. No, Kveik was only one of the three.
Oh, one of the three.
So I had Kveik. I had the Ox and the Brick, which used the 1078, I think.
Scottish strain.
Yeah.
So what? 3 days in the primary, and then about 4.
Yeah, and then I had my other 1056 styles or half or whatever.
Man, that makes me nervous.
1 week.
Like my turns are like 3 weeks. I don't want to rush shit.
No.
I know. It. Yeah.
Well, like
it was
this beer is
no
usually,
acetaldehyde. No.
It was magic.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know how it worked. It
That's
it was
impressive.
magic.
Because like this beer, when I brew it, I like to do 3-4 weeks. So it's ready by Thanksgiving.
Yep.
My wife has family that comes in, and the brother-in-law looks forward to it, and that's when it hits its peak, and that's when it's tastiest.
There's some times when I do like the stout or the red when I was like, this isn't ready yet, and I'll hold it, but majority it was
No diacetyl, no acetaldehyde.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
because my brewer's brewing, and then on that following week it's his brew day again, and he's emptying that fermenter and kegging it. And as soon as that's kegged and fermented, boom, it's
next batch.
So I'm wondering, as far as like a young beer, one of the problems is acetaldehyde, that kind of like weird green apple kind of flavor. In something like your pear beer, like that would probably fit.
That'd probably work.
Really, like bright apples and pears, those kind of flavor profiles. If that is your goal, who cares? Like if it's there, get it done.
But you can't get that. You can't get that
thing.
fruit. You can't get that fruit in the beer to go that quickly. You can't get the pectins and the sugars in there to go that quickly.
No, I haven't been able to.
For that acetaldehyde.
So acetaldehyde, they're going to uptake that as a secondary fuel source. So yeah, they have to get through sugars first.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right. The easy. They're going to get through the easy stuff first.
And they'll get through the complicated ones before acetaldehyde too. But yeah, and I don't even know if I'm saying that right. I've been saying it that way, so it's kind of fucking stuck. But
acetaldehyde?
I don't know.
I believe that is how you pronounce it.
It's like you look at the word when it's all written out, you're like, I don't fucking know if it's
Don't
right.
ask
Am I
me
saying
to
that
say
fucking
it.
right?
It's almost like saying Reinheitsgebot.
Fuck you and your Reinheitsgebot. Okay, we have to say it once every show. Otherwise
Careful,
we just
man.
wouldn't-
Somebody trademarked that name. It's
Right?
like-
We're gonna be sued by Reinheitsgebot.
Yeah, we'll have to translate the letter in German or something. Hey Google, fucking translate this for me.
That
Dirty
can
dog.
happen.
Yeah.
That can happen. You know what? But we've been talking forever about a vocabulary episode. how do you say this word and how do you say it correctly?
Right.
Or is this a German word that we don't say right? Or,
Yeah. If they're laughing at us because how we say
Spundingval,
Vorlauf. That's not how you do it. Fuck you.
And should we do it? Should we do it like in English or we'll have you say this word in English like this, and here's the mother language. You say it like this. Here's the original pronunciation.
But in the North, you say it this way.
That's right. And I don't want to hear you saying.
In the South, we call it this.
Right. Exactly. God damn it.
God damn it.
First we call your mama, and then we call. Speaking of vocabulary, the one that gets me in the shop all the time is somebody comes in looking for a carboil.
Yeah, carboil.
Like, how the fuck you mean carboy? Like, carboil. That one's a weird. Like, how
Where
did
does that
you
come
get
from?
there? How did you get carboy into carboil?
Oh, carboil. Come on, carboil.
Is that like that? How far south you gotta go?
Yeah, there's other words that they add that they add syllables.
Is your mama
to.
your cousin too?
Yeah. That explains it. She only had 3 teeth, so it kind of sound funny,
That sounds funny.
That's terrible. That's terrible jokes.
All right, so how long are you fermenting this one?
So it's been a little over a week in the primary bucket.
Okay.
And I'll transfer it to the secondary. I'll do a little dry hop, and then I'll keg it and let it kind of condition in the keg, and then it'll be ready to go.
Dry hop for the last 2 days?
No. I usually dry hop for about a week.
Okay.
Sometimes 2. I'm in no hurry.
Two. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get the grassy
You do,
flavors,
and then
if you
you'll
leave
get
it
a
in
lot
there
of
too
that
long.
sediment
Yeah.
too long. So yeah, but I notice it with the carboy when I dry hop with pellets. Excuse me. They float at the top, and when the beer finally does consume them, they
drop.
Then they drop, and that's about the time I'm ready to go, and I'm kegging it.
Okay. It's a good indicator.
It's a good indicator, so I don't really do it by a timeline more than, how's it looking. If I've got a thick cake on top, I'm like, it hasn't even taken. It's
right.
not ready.
It's not ready.
So,
Okay.
And my goal is always this beer, because the pears are ready like late August, early September, and I'll brew the beer. And my goal is for the holidays to have this beer ready to go.
Sure.
And that's when it, like I was saying earlier, it peaks, right? And so
About 2 months.
yeah, I mean, 4 to 6 weeks is about, a magic number, right?
That's
Another
Just-
reason
that's-
not to rush your fucking beers.
That's
like,
just
I
what
think-
we said last
Yeah,
week.
like, man, when beers are like when they're really good, if you can maximize your drinking time within that window that they are fucking fantastic,
Yes.
you get 5 gallons, or if you're making 10, of amazing beer instead of because
Right.
it like
Instead of like 2
when I got-
gallons of
yeah.
premature beer,
Or even
2
worse.
gallons of good beer, and then a gallon of
as a
older
young
beer.
home brewer, I was rushing everything, trying to like maximize
Right.
as soon as it's done, doing VDK testing for like volatile aromatic compounds. Like, no, I don't got fucking diacetyl. We're going to the keg, and like cranking the two up on the some bitch. And, like I can carbonate. Ooh, burst carboning at 50 BD. I'm gonna be done in a day. And I'd start drinking the beer 2 minutes after fucking kegging it, and I didn't care. I was drinking beer. I got drunk,
Right.
and then 2 weeks later, it's
Ooh.
perfect. It
Yeah.
drops clear, and that was usually a sign that you had 2 pints left in the keg, and you're fucking done. Right? Like, is the next one. Damn it!
Well, I'm never in a hurry. I don't rush it. I like to age my beers a little bit. But to your point, it's the bell curve. It hits that peak, and it's like, okay, I got this window where this beer is really good. And if I hit that window too early, it's still climbing up. And if I hit it too late, it's on the down. And,
Yep.
that's how. That's,
5 weeks. 5 weeks, folks.
Oh, and if you had oxygen
is
exposure
perfect.
in there, forget about it.
If you had oxygen
Yeah,
exposure
all bets are off.
at week 1, you're done at week 3.
Yeah.
So you can actually taste your beer at week 3 and find out if it's oxidized.
Yeah. Do you still taste the hops?
Yeah. Do you
No,
still taste
it's
anything?
oxidized. Yeah.
How is that beer? Dang. I should have drank it a week ago.
Yeah.
Shit. I oxidized it. Now I have to drink it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I remember a time when I first started homebrewing. I dumped out 5 gallons of beer because it was too early, and I thought, I screwed this batch up. Damn it. And I dumped it out, and then I total recall thinking I should have just waited, and it would have probably been just fine.
It would have gassed off, or
Yep.
the acid would have came out, and yeast would have ate it. Or
You
told me some stories about that.
And most of the stuff I hear in the shop, like from customers like who've pitched their beer, 9 times out of 10 those stories have a resolution that would have, like, you know, whether it was you know, the sulfur dioxide of a cider, like all you had to do was wait 2 more fucking minutes.
Don't
never be in a rush to
just don't dump
pitch
your beer.
fucking beer.
Don't
Or
dump your beer.
Yeah, please
throw it in a carboy or a bucket.
Find a trusted friend,
seal it up
with a brand who knows about some of this stuff, and like and get their opine.
Get an airlock.
Bring it to your brew club before you pitch your dump your beer. Like that should be that. If I have no other legacy to offer the world than that,
Don't dump your beer.
Don't pour it out.
Don't be in a rush to dump your fucking beer.
4 words. Don't dump your beer.
Now,
that should be a rock
yeah.
song. I think that's we need to come
well,
up
we
with
got a
song.
bass guitar over here. We got a fucking, we got a drum kit in the corner, a piano, 2 pianos. You know, we got a synthesizer. We're gonna write this right now. God damn it.
write this right
We're
now.
gonna need more beer though. Some corporate sponsorship, maybe from Craft Beer and Brewing Magazine. Not.
I'll take their money.
Yeah, I would too.
Right.
I'll take their money with a nice letter.
Yeah. It was a nice letter, but damn it, Janet.
You know what? They need to work with us and advertise, because we are the next fucking biggest beer podcast out there.
So
and
worried.
they better jump on board
So
of the
worried
beer
right now.
craft, because
know.
they're
That's
gonna.
what they're worried
I
about.
could
left
smell
behind.
the manure as they were clearly shitting their pants writing that
Exactly.
letter. Clearly. No.
Let me tell you
Do
this:
better
they
than
would
this.
not have given you the time of day if there wasn't something into that.
Right.
I'll take it.
No.
Come up with a fucking third name. God damn it.
No, we're not going to.
Not yet.
We're not
Yeah,
going.
yeah.
We are. I'm sticking my ground. I'm standing
it.
up.
Yeah.
Just
I'm
to see
standing
the
up.
look
We're
on
not
their
a magazine.
face,
We're not a
you know?
magazine.
No, I'll just reply to like response pending. Like send it out. Like,
I need to transfer this to my legal department, and they will be getting back to you.
That'll buy us another 2 months at least.
still pending. I don't fucking know what to tell you. Suck it.
My legal department.
I am my legal department.
I have a roll of toilet paper I can write on, Sharpie.
Oh, that's a good way to do it. I love it because you're like, but you gotta like,
It like never ends. It just roll,
Yeah, you just keep
roll it
on-
back up.
like, but it's weird kind of writing style because like the I don't know.
It
Like a
runs.
scroll, like a
yeah,
script,
the,
you
the
know?
Sharpie runs, so like big fat.
You're trying to decipher it. It's like hieroglyphics.
What is this?
Well, it was written in reverse. God damn it! You took it off the roll, and that's how you got it. And you
Oh
gotta
shit! I thought I replied on your magazine. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Oh yeah. Wipe my butt with your magazine. What?
We're gonna be sued.
Yeah, it'll be fan-fucking-tastic. Like, bring it, bitch.
All I want is headlines.
Yeah.
All I want is
That's all you
headlines.
need is
Give me headlines.
That's all you need.
Craft Beer Magazine suing the biggest podcast in beer.
We went
beer
from
craft.
500
That's
listeners to
Fucking
510.
it, yeah. Like, crap. Hey, those are good gains.
Only because all their employees are now listening to us.
Yeah. I hope so.
We went up
Jesus.
5%.
Yeah, I was like, hey, you got a job in marketing over there? You know?
Yeah, right. I could be your legal department.
That's right. Well, Mike Martucci, he's a lawyer, so we'll call him up.
There you go.
Mike, like,
Hey,
hit
what do
me,
you think
man.
of this?
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they even have
good
a-
times?
Go.
They didn't sign it. It was a generic name, not even his the author's department. Like I don't know who the fuck it was. Like, who
Yeah,
knows?
no.
Yeah.
It's probably
Yeah,
one
I'll-
guy just sitting in his underwear listening to podcasts and going, you know what? I
Except
need
he
to send-
does work there, so like it wasn't like the domain was Craft Beer and Brewing. I'm like, oh, the fucking Craft Beer and Brewing magazine's talking about my podcast. This is gonna be great. Click.
Yes.
It is not.
Yes. No, it is. No, it is. It is.
Let down.
No. That's you don't even understand. That's the best thing that can happen to us. We know we're making it.
From an emotional standpoint, I don't know about that, man. Like, it was trauma, bro.
You're just worried about $100 a month.
Yeah. No, that's 95 cents every 3 months.
95 cents every 3 months.
Well,
no.
It cost me $30.
No, if they sponsor us.
Oh, yeah, they want to fucking cover the cost for this show. That'd be fantastic.
That's exactly right. And we'll talk good about them.
Yeah, I'll say nice.
I'll be like, oh, we're part of the community. Oh, look at, they're actually beer people that are part of the beer community rather than not.
Not corporate overlords sucking on the teat of the home brewer. Anyways.
Right.
Well,
to the victors, the spoils, right? I mean, it's like any other thing.
I don't know if we have any spoils.
Right, exactly.
Something spoiled. I got fucking plenty of that. It's a bad beer.
Golly.
Just don't go
But
to
it'll
the
come
restaurant.
around. I'm giving it another week,
Right.
Yeah.
It'll be back.
How we doing on time? Yeah.
Who is the guy that sent us this letter?
I'm not gonna yet say his name
Oh,
on the
you
air.
can't say the name.
I'm
Well, we
gonna
wanna get
save that. I'm gonna
credibility.
save that information. Like I'm gonna that's gonna be a follow up to a show fucking next week's show.
Do we know who owns the magazine?
I don't. I didn't get that detail.
I didn't get that dick.
I was drinking, so
All right. I just wonder if it's a huge corporate company or
Right. Is it owned by some bigger media
Right,
bullshit?
right.
Like it's a division of Anheuser-Busch. Oh,
Exactly.
that would be fucking juicy as shit. Because then I would definitely be up their ass about this show. If it was like, oh, fuck you guys.
it's not though. There's not no, they're craft beer. I was just wondering, like the Washington Beer Blog.
Washington Beer Blog? He's independent. He's
independent.
Yeah.
Okay. He's not associated with them.
I'm gonna send him a press release.
You should.
And get that.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Hey,
for sure.
The Beer Craft was sent a
Beer Craft fucking like
Sent a
small time
letter.
beer podcast fucking getting muscled out by corporate overlords.
Right. There you go.
Like film at 11. You know?
Yep.
Like,
He probably we could send him some a good clip if he's interested.
if we have one, yeah.
No, we'll make him one.
Yeah.
We'll make him a special clip that he can have.
There you go.
Be like, just me and you bullshitting about it.
Yeah,
Talking
fucking
about
this fucking show. We'll send him this one. Like motherfucker.
Well, no, we can't do that. We want to send him like a minute and a half clip, maybe even a minute clip.
Something.
Yeah, that he
So
can put
tag
on.
you're it.
Yep.
Do that.
He can tag
Do that.
us.
Put that together. We'll send that to.
Oh, maybe I'll just cut a minute out of this show.
I think his name is Kendall.
Kendall. Yeah, I believe so.
Kendall at Washington Beer Blog. Yeah. I read his shit. I like his stuff.
Oh, he's been there long.
He's been forever. This
Long
side,
time.
there's
Jeez.
forever, and then this side of it, Kendall's been doing beer. Yeah.
Yep.
It'll be good stuff.
Cool. So,
Well,
good show, Mark.
Good. Thanks for
Yeah,
coming
I've
out,
had a
Mark.
great
Hope you had a
time.
good time.
I've had a great time.
You know,
Awesome.
I've got a little more of this.
Oh,
beer.
we should drink some more beer then.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you're out there listening, if you've got a cool beer with a cool story and you're just dying to share it, I think guest spot could be in your future.
There you go.
So
Yeah, we've had guests for this week and 2 weeks ago. we
Yeah,
had a
that was
guest.
great. So email us at brew@nwbrewers.com and pitch me your.
That's not our
your story.
official website. That's just a way to get a
It's
hold of
just
us.
the way for right now. That's it. Yeah. If
that came from our legal
I
department.
was gonna buy a URL, but now I'm not because Crap Beer Brew fucking magazine. It might be fucking bullshit. Like
Just
a
take
stems
theirs.
yeah, right. Like I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna
keep an eye on
I'm
that.
gonna put a watch list on
Right.
that shit. Like that domain fucking expires. I'm gonna snatch that motherfucker up.
Put
Yeah.
a 2 at
Yeah.
the end of it.
Yep. It's gonna cost you $2 million and a penny. Like
95 cents.
95 cents. I was
So,
Oh,
well, you heard what was it? What was the Sierra Mist? The 7-Up Sprite knockoff Sierra Mist.
Yep.
Remember that soda pop?
Yes.
You
Still-
notice it's no longer in
it
the
is not.
marketplace.
Did it buy it?
They've changed their name.
Oh, what is it now?
I don't care. It's something. It's something else.
Kroger lemon lime CO2 water.
Really, it's something dumb. It is dumb. It's dumber than Sierra Mist. But they lost the name Sierra Mist because their domain.
Oh my gosh! Really?
It expired, and the person who bought it is
Is trying to extort 'em.
an adult film actress picked up the name. refused to give it back. And so now it's like
stripper name.
It is too.
Porn name is even better.
Yeah. So now it's like Starry or something fucking thing. Like it's like nah, you gotta pay for it. So rather than pay for it, fucking pay off an adult film actress. Hey, sex work is real work, kids. They fucking changed their name.
URL fucking thievery.
So do we just need porn stars in our back pocket?
We got a problem here. That's our drink. Yes. Well, I'm making
my
more money
drink too. Production costs are way down too. Like we're making $9 million a month here, way more than your soda can.
Even after the OnlyFans
Does
cut.
anyone
Jesus
even drink
Christ.
you? Everyone does me, but do they drink you?
You're right. You're welcome back here anytime, Mark. God damn, you're a funny man.
Ooh, boy.
All right.
Oh,
God
yeah.
damn. So we're gonna finish up these beers. We're gonna chat with Mark, but I think it's gonna be a wrap for the show. We got 5 more minutes. We're gonna stretch this out for 5 more minutes.
5 more minutes of laugh. Actually, we're gonna probably stretch it out 6 or so.
6.
Well, I really can't believe you guys
it sounds
are
like
drinking
6.5 because
Yeah.
we've got.
Because
this
I
bit
have to cut
out of the
this
middle.
part out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you're going to cut the best part out?
Just the bit where we say, well, how much time we got? We got
I was like,
stretch it out more. Like, yeah.
Oh, 5 minutes? That'd be fun. I could have just said 5 minutes.
God. Fucking the preamble.
We'll figure out.
So yeah, Mark, I would be excited to try this year's offer.
Right, I was going to
version
say,
of it.
I can't
Yeah.
even believe we're drinking this. But it's
Hey, there's no
it's-
video in the studio today,
right? You
so,
can't
yeah.
see it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like, what is it we're drinking? I have no idea.
Well,
Now,
I got
when's the
very
last-
little information. Like Andrew told me, hey, I got a guest lined up. I'm
I got a
like,
guy.
Do you got a guest for this week? And he's like, not yet. Yes, I do. Ha! So I'm like, I didn't come prepared.
Well,
yeah,
it was,
like, I didn't know what the
it
fuck
was
I was going to be
actually
doing.
drunk talk on a Saturday night, listening to rock music, and he
Yeah.
goes, and we've been talking about this for about a year because I've told him about this, and he goes, I gotta have you on the show, and then everybody gets busy, and you guys were doing your thing, and then I was like, yeah, we've talked about this, and he's. So I really appreciate the
Yeah,
invite
man.
because I've had a lot of fun, and you guys are awesome, and I hope that this podcast really, really grows, and you guys do well with it.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
awesome. I love it. Yeah, we've been talking about this for a while, and we've been talking about this beer right here, your beer, and this is one of the reasons why you're here is because I wanted to bring this kind of a unique brewing style, a unique beer to our fans, to our universe.
And the beauty of home brewing is, like you guys have talked about many times, is you can do whatever you want, right?
Yep.
And so it'd be interesting because
Do what you can.
do what you right.
Beer styles are suggestions. They're not fucking rules.
Right, exactly.
You're looking out there. You're looking at your place where you live, and you're like, how can I utilize this? I see these pears falling off the tree. I need to do something with it because that's what I need to do. It's nature. I need to use it.
You
And
can
then
almost call this
is
beer
beautiful.
a saison. I mean, like in terms of like saison's
Now you
more
know- now you
philosophy.
know I- now
It's
you know I
it's
like
more
saisons.
philosophy than beer style. I mean, it has a huge temp range,
Farmhouse-ish.
huge flavor range, huge IBU range.
Okay.
Any fucking ingredient, like you could almost say this is a saison.
Throw
So
a
what I
saison.
need to do
Next
is
year,
I need
throw
to
a
bring
saison
like maybe
yeast.
November. Bring a fresh batch so you can compare it to it and go,
Yeah.
oh well, now I
Now I
see
know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. We'd love it. We'd love that.
I'd appreciate
it. Yeah. I think
Hell
we can
yeah.
make that happen. That's only like 6 weeks away.
Right.
Yeah.
It'll
Yeah.
be perfect. It'll hit
have
its
another
stride.
guest.
Yeah.
It's working out well.
Yeah. So if you're out there listening and you've got a cool story to tell, hit us up, brew at NW Brewers. If your beer has a cool story and think the world should know about it, I want to know about it
let
too.
us know, and we'll bring you on. And
Yeah.
and you know what? If you need to fly in, we can set you up with accommodations. We've got
Yeah, I think Andrew's got a fucking back bedroom. I don't, but I got too many
got a
goddamn
spare
kids.
bedroom with
Yeah.
You got to
Yeah.
sleep with the dogs.
Yeah.
You hear them dogs in the background once in a while.
So where would you
There's an air
fly in
mattress, yeah.
Bellingham? The Bellingham Airport, the closest.
Yeah, you could fly into Bellingham or
Well, Everett's growing
Everett.
up. Yeah.
Oh, Everett, the Painfield. Yeah. It was an easy drive.
I work my regular day job is in Everett, so I
Right.
mean, you fly into Everett, I could just like pick you up and bring you up.
Yeah. We'll get some of those Norwegian guys from the Kvike episode.
That'd be fun.
Bring those guys in. That was a lot of fun.
Right. You get, Sven come in and talk about his beer. If you can understand anything he says.
Mostly.
They were good. Yeah. It's a whole thing over there. Yeah.
Mostly.
Well, again, Mark, thanks for fucking coming on.
Thanks
Andrew,
for having me, guys.
always a pleasure. I think that's a show. We're
That's
going
a
to wrap
wrap.
this one. All right. We're going to put the lid
We
on this one.
appreciate every one of you out there. And you know what? Do your best to go to craft beer and brewing.
Tell them what the fuck is up. Yeah.
We love you.
All right, man.
Thank you.
Cheers.